See if anybody's on. I'm only gonna be back for half hour this time, so we're gonna just do it. See what we got. I don't like how that went down, so we're gonna do this again. What we got? Let's see. Everybody's gonna come back one more time, so no typo. It's not letting me put my thing on. Oh man. We gotta do this again. I don't think nobody gonna come through this time around. Let's see what I got. It's still messing me up. Probably just be like a one and done. See what I got. That's what's up. What's up? How you doing? I told you I was coming back. I just had to get the stuff organized. That's all. Uh, I said I come back for about like a half hour. Page who? Juju Watkins. Uh, um, I would say Juju. Oh, you Page Baker. Oh, that's what threw me off when you said that page. I didn't know which page you talking about. This gonna be for like a minute time, so let me go ahead and do this thing real quick. Well, thank you for that. Thank you for that. So what happened was, yeah, I had gotten what had happened was Basketball Network, I was watching it. And the thing about Dr. J is he's always like an enigma to me. He's like a puzzle because there's things that I've learned and the things I didn't. And he did have a deep appreciation for Shaquille O'Neal when he was with Orlando. It's kind of like he went to the backside and no one didn't really understand. And he took and then I said, yeah, he was right because Horace did impede his own development, could have gotten more out of his career. So I thought, yeah, that is true. Thank you, Ted. Yeah, I thought it could have been more to it. And I felt that Horace could have been a little bit better than he was. You had 3 runs with Chicago, you had that run with Orlando, and you go to the Lakers, and it's like you could have been better than that. So you'd be surprised who's watching who. Horace could have been a better player, and you consider that all his brothers and his nephew got in, and it's like could have been better than that. That's what it sounded like to me because when they promoted him to where he was, the expectations for him to be more progressive. One of the things Jordan always talked about is that he had to bail him and Scotty out. And I remember in that finals against the Suns, he had 1 point. And he did throw that assist to Steve Kerr, but he was ineffectual. Thank you. I didn't expect to get all the love for the Horace Grant video. Who I knew that Horace Grant would get such a rise out of people. Anyway, so yeah, and when he got traded, I still remember when Orlando beat the Bulls, they hoisted him in the air after they beat the Bulls out of Chicago Stadium. And that's what led her off with getting Dennis Rodman for the steal of the century. I don't know about all that. They won 6 rings with Scottie Pippen. You could sit here and say that Sean Kemp was a better athlete than Scottie Pippen. I can't say he was a better player. Big difference. Better off in what way? Because Jordan would have been on his behind if they don't win. And how can I say that? And he didn't really step himself up more than just that one series. He went to one finals and he wasn't they didn't have a lot of booming success. Yeah, he's known as a 4-time champion, but he could have what the point of the video was it could have been more with him than it was. So just saying. That's all. He wasn't a better fit for him to win though. He may have been a better player, he wasn't a better fit for him to win though. So well, I thought it was kind of fitting, in light of the game. because I don't even want to waste my time watching the game or even I'm going to do my football take. Win or lose, it doesn't matter. He ain't get to play. Meant to say, "Are you upset?" That's what it meant to say. I did in such a hurry though. But anyway, yeah, people are asking. Yeah, they are. I'm gonna do a video about that when I'm done here, and I'm only gonna be here for a half hour because I go eat. And I said I was coming back. Sometimes I might do a 2-for-1 live stream. So if I end at 2 and I come back and do a half, that way I don't lose nobody. So we do a 2-for-1er. This is only gonna be for half an hour though. So if I want to talk, let's get it. Politics. And they think they're trying to use the AJ Brown situation. I'm like, That's not logical. AJ Brown is injury prone regardless. This a once in a lifetime situation. You might not have this come back anytime soon. So just saying. You dumb enough to do something like this is on you. Well, yeah, because it was the purpose of him to get it. Because remember, he's in a 3-year deal and he has to get all the incentives he can get because Philly won't cut him, but they could, act funny with him the next year or two. This is his best chance. So it's just not a good look. And I'm mad with the Eagles and the NFL because y'all greedy enough to push a situation like this. And when the chance comes to do it and you don't do nothing, then what? It's just not a good look. So I don't like it at all. Not feeling it all. Yeah, that's obvious. That's an obvious one. Him and Pacino, those are like obvious ones. There's certain folks, they are obvious cookout choices. Now, even though the aunties and the mamas and grannies who like him because that mustache did wonders. But as far as like what he's about and what he represents, no. They know how he conservative he is and his agendas, no. But I know why they liked him though. He was the leading man on TV. Only if you're a music fan. Only if you're a music fan. And Oprah had him around. I heard about Oprah and him dancing to R. Kelly's Ignition back 20 years ago at some party or something. He know. He loves like the brothers. He like black folk. There are people who like him. Not that I would know, but he is popular. But I that's kind of an odd one, but it could work. He's cool. You only mention him because him and Dale Harris look alike. That's why you saying that. That's what Laker fans will be thinking about Lester Nielsen. That's the only reason. Put the glasses on him. You be having Dale Harris flashbacks. I know. I got a funny video coming out when I get through doing this too. You're gonna laugh because it came to me in a request. It's funny too. And I'll give you a clue. It's about Derrick Rose, and I'm gonna leave it at that. That's on my cooker. I got that one coming. He should be. He's cool, and he really is cool, and he's really cool in the neighborhood too. He's cool. I like Candy. I liked him. There was no pretensions with him. I like candy. All right. Let's get these questions coming. I got 15 more minutes before I roll. And I gotta go back to video land and go eat. Mixed. I think they're getting what they want. I still don't feel like we necessarily seen the best of the best. And, I was watching Stephen A. Smith with Ryan Clark and Cam, and I agree with Cam. Something seemed off. I'm not gonna argue if Ohio State wins, or I won't argue if Penn State was the win, or Texas was the win, or if Navy won. I mean Notre Dame won. Notre Dame. But asking me, do I think this is the best of the best? Mm, yeah. Hey, look, there is no age limit in college football. We already know that. 'Cause remember, what was his butt? What was his butt who played in the NFL? And he was like about pushing 30 when he got in. He played for Florida State. What was his name? That dude was like 25, 27. What was his name? I can't even think his name. This was some few years ago, too. And he was like, I can't even think of his name now. He was old. So it happened, you know. Hey, look, them college exams is tough to pass, so you might stay a few years. Yeah, Winky. Yeah, thank you. Yeah, he was like pushing 30 when he got there out there. So yeah, cats be old, man. Carson Wentz is about 38. And that headline was already gone when he played for the Eagle. You already know. He looked older than Big Ben when he started. I'm convinced some of these cats be lying about their age when they're in college. Some of them do. Because Greg Oden, like he was 43 when he was playing for Ohio State. It'd be the second free ring he got, remember? Because he already got one behind in Philly, remember? With Nick Foles. There you go. They may get two. You forgot he already got one. That's just setting him up to rock a blazer when he retires. That's what that's up. They're setting him up for a post career. It's hard to believe that cat's almost 10 years into his career. Cause yeah, it's hard to believe. Cause he came out the same time Dak did. Don't tell no Cowboy fans that Wentz might have as many rings as Dak Scott postseason win. Don't say I said nothing, no, because I don't want Jay Will to come out here and get all mad at me. Yep. Fool around and be getting his Adam Morrison on, getting the camera photo just in time to get the backup rings. And right place, right time. That's how it usually works. It's all it take to be in the right place, right time. Anyway, like I said, this gonna be an abbreviated video today. This one, the part two. That's what Adam Morrison did. I remember when Phil Jackson was mad at him, said, "Heard him getting his family photo." And he's like, his head was all bopping, hair was gone all over. Those were the days. Cats get token rings. You don't even know what they did. Everybody said, "Yeah, they play hard in practice." I said, "We don't get to see y'all practice sessions. You and me both, but they gotta play their best football. And you gotta go there with the mindset that you're gonna beat them. You can't go there with the mindset we're gonna play close. You go in there and play Kansas City cheap, you're gonna get your doorknobs beat off of you. And I'm here to tell you, what you seen, there's out of boardroom. I seen that before. I know what it's like when teams are dynasties. They know how to turn it on, turn it off. Mahomes is a compartmentalist. So I wouldn't be surprised if KC wins. I wouldn't be surprised if Buffalo wins. But if Kansas City wins, they're gonna win it all. And he's just one step ahead of everybody, which he is. I like him too. I like him too. They got to bring their best football though. You know, got to bring your best. because it takes a lot to beat Kansas City. Remember, this man camps out the AFC Championship games in January, okay? Just so you know. His run is unlike anybody else that I've ever seen in football. I can talk about it in baseball to an extent. I can talk about it in tennis and golf. Talk about it in NBA and baseball to an extent. Nothing like this in the NFL. He's on his own island. There has never been anyone else like what Patrick Mahomes is doing in Kansas City. Nothing. He can't do it because again, the structure is structure. I would like it if he just handed the rock off more and they went more, play action. Because I just think that sometimes you try to be too cute and try to do too much, and you for real may get hurt, and you put yourself in a predicament, an odd pickle, you know. And I really hope he can play a kind of game in Kansas City. I just don't think he'll ever. I don't know if he'll play another better game than he did a few years ago when they lost that game in overtime. There, he played out his mind. I just don't know. He's had 2 games where he's had 2 leads, and then he played pretty good last year. I just don't know. I really don't. I'd like to see him do it, but it's gonna be tough though. You know. Because Mahomes is just, hey, look, they know how to win. And it's a big difference when you can play good and you know how to win. There's a big difference. And you got to go in there and take it out. When we do anything less, you don't win. So, anybody who asks, I do have positive content on here. And if you ever want to talk about it, feel free and be about it. I welcome it all the time. So, we could talk about whatever you want. It's just that sports dominates. Sometimes different topics dominate, but I'm welcome for it all. No, he don't. It's his coat. He don't. No, he don't. Y'all beat the doorknobs off of Dallas and should have beat Frisco. No, you don't. The way he played against Frisco, he should have won. I can't say that about Josh Allen. Josh Allen stunk the first time against Jacksonville in the first playoff game. The second game, they choked against Houston. He took a bad sack. DY beat him. That next game, they lost to Kansas City in the AFC Championship. Okay, I'll give you that. But then Cincinnati manhandled him. Jordan Love hasn't played long enough to have the same problems. Jordan Love's only in his second run in the postseason. Josh was written off for DO, was done until what he's played like this year. But his peak looked like to be against Kansas City in that second round that they lost. So no, can't say that. Jordan Love hasn't gotten the half of what Josh Allen has done. Get at me when Jordan Love is 4 or 5 years into his postseason run. It's not the same. Not the same. And Jordan Love looked far better last year against Dallas than Josh did his first year in the postseason. So no, I'm gonna have to respectfully disagree with you on that because I seen them both. Josh didn't look that good until they played the Houston game. He blew it in the fourth quarter, took a bad sack. That was a bad situation. Deshaun Watson outplayed him. They're not no dark horse. They're a drunk horse. They ain't gonna scare nobody. Ain't nobody scared of no Texans. They ain't beat nobody. They can't put enough points up. The offense is anemic. There's no dark horse. Last year, I may have thought they were going to improve. This year, they just look like he looking like if they don't fool around and get CJ Stroud right, there's going to be another Trevor Lawrence situation, a flash in the pan. That's what it looked like. And I like CJ, but they don't put enough points up, and they look soft against legit teams. So probably not. Probably not because he can't bring them home. He's getting exposed. And the problem is they don't run the ball better without Justin Fields there, and probably not. His deep ball is going. He's lethal, but he's taking too many sacks, and they're lethargic, and they become a one-trick pony. Well, he took a lot of beatings, and the problem is that he hangs onto the rock, big boy dude taking all that, and their offense isn't composed to him. So Steelers got to make a choice, and I told you they got to stop being cheap. They got to make a move. You either keep Justin Fields, because you know what they're saying is you got 2 quarterbacks, you really don't have none. That experiment was a bad look. It's down the stretch, it looked bad. So anyway, that's what happened with that. Sometimes it works your way, sometimes it don't. You know, I think Pittsburgh gonna probably have to make a move though. If they're healthy, they're loaded. If they're not, they're in trouble. That's all I can say about that. If you're a Lions fan, you got every momentum to be representing the NFC. You got everything to big game tomorrow. Start your playoffs right now. I think if Detroit holds home court, they go all the way. I'd be very hard to see them losing. It'd be very hard. So we'll see how it goes though. Anyway, I got a couple more minutes while I'm still on here. So that's why I was saying, everybody come on through. Come on through. Got questions, load up. And it's 50-50. I don't think I'll come back tomorrow, but I'll definitely be back Monday, Tuesday for real. We'll do the NFL wrap up. We'll talk about it, what we see about it. We'll make a time of it. So we'll see what we do. This is just kind of like a straight football one right here. Pretty much people just talking about football right here. So this is just a straight shooter. But I would tell anybody out there, if you got topics and if you become a member and donate and everything, we can talk about whatever topics you want. And the more with the donations and the more that I see going through, I will do more live streams. So that's what we do. What's the breaking news? That's cool. I got a video coming out about that too. So that's coming. I had heard about it and I got something else to say about that too. So be on the lookout for my video because it's coming really soon about the D Rose jersey. And something to talk about with that too. So I had saw that though. Appreciate everybody coming out too for the live stream though. And again, if we get more people to come in, I understand it being a weekend and people having to work week and everything like that. So, but I appreciate everyone coming through. And I will be back more than likely in a couple of days. Football's tomorrow. So I probably just wanted to come back and do a quickie. And he might be overrated. He had enough where he had an impact. He did win a league MVP. And if it wasn't for Tibbs' injury, who knows? I liked him. His window wasn't long, but it was effective. He was a respected player. It's just that his body gave out. That's all. Sometimes it be that way. It's unfortunate because I thought he was a really good player. And you know, but y'all can debate that amongst yourselves. Some people are gonna like it, some are not going to. I like it because that shows you how polarizing he was. In his short, brief dominance and run, he got people talking. So that's all good. That's okay. That's all you can ever want. That just goes to show you ain't got to play 15, 30 years. If you do enough in the window, people got reaction. If they don't, then you didn't really do much. So that's how I look at it, though. But anyway, we'll come back again. And I appreciate it when it came through. Peace the best. I'm out. Have a good one. Stay safe, stay blessed, stay woke, stay free. Till next time.